seriously serious. So I call upon Santosh, who is giving his second speech, and his evaluator is Sumit. Come on now, nobody's clapping.
Thank you. Is the video recording on? Okay. So hello everybody. Today I'm going to give a second speech. It's titled The Voice. So any guesses what is the voice? Any guesses?
Voice?
Yeah. What is the voice?
The sound comes from your...
In the head.
Huh?
In the head. Head vibrates voice.
Let's
Opinion.
try and experience the voice.
Opinion.
I want someone to dance with me like this on this floor. And I want to choose someone for that. Let me see who can I pick.
I don't think you should be confused.
Anybody? Shall I pick someone? Who's interested by the way? Anybody? On the stage. I need someone on the table. No? So this is the voice that said, no way, not me, why the hell did you call me or something? So this is the voice that we are going to talk about today. The voice which says no for anything new that is shown, or the no that one that says anything for the unknown says no, denial. This is the human instinct that we call the voice. So let's first start with saying what is the voice. So the voice is something that keeps chattering in your mind all day and night, non-stop, and it is loud when you see something new or when something is not part of the imagination. So some examples that you guys can relate to is probably when you're going for an exam, you have this conversation that kind of pops in loud and says XYZ, etc. Probably when you're going to an interview, there's a conversation that happens. This is the little voice in your head. Probably when you're going on a first date, you have 100 reasons coming out. So this is the voice that I'm going to talk about today and see how people kind of get present to their voice and see how much they are blocked in their life because of this voice. So this voice actually lives in the past and only gives you some kind of presumptions about, it gives you projections of future which is totally based on the past. So you have no clue about reality, what's going on the outside. So you've been dealing with your head itself and you kind of get logged and you are not at all free. So the last anyone would have been free would be in the childhood where the only thing that they had their desire to just play and they were living in the present without any kind of objections. So one day probably your parents kind of came and slapped you saying don't do that. So the parents are gone now, but the thought got registered in your mind which says, hey, don't do this if you're doing some kind of mischief out there. So even when parents is not there, there is this voice that started growing which said, okay, don't do this, and this voice became our angel for our childhood which said, do not do anything that is socially unacceptable in life. And as people grew, this voice also grew along with them. So the one that was supposed to be an angel during the childhood is now like a demon to us, wherein we are not at all free of this voice. So going forward, we'll see where did this voice originally come from. Okay. So scientists and psychologists believe that this voice actually came into being during the childhood of a person, where everyone was born to be free and playful. They were like 100% living in the present. Like I said, one example you can relate in your life which caused such kind of objection, wherein the earlier I said was a negative scenario. Even for positive scenario, wherein let's say a parent appreciates some other kid saying, oh, you study well, you're very good. Now the voice suddenly says, okay, if I study well, probably mom also will kind of appreciate me, and that is how I should be doing. So the voice has already started to grill you to social acceptance, to that pain and pleasure, like stay away from pain but accept only pleasure. So our voice always is in this survival mode of pain and pleasure mode and nothing beyond these two feelings. So that is about how the voice actually came into picture. So some examples of this voice that exists even today with people including me right now, and I guarantee you that people have this voice talking right now, evaluating me. So the biggest line of the voice would be like, I am right. This is the biggest spoiler in a relationship. So this voice is always judgmental, is always commenting and comparing. Anything you come across, you immediately compare with your past memory. How does this? Oh, it is a little bit better than me or lesser than me or whatever. There's always comparing and judgmental. So as long as this voice exists, you cannot be free and you'll be living a limited life. Although you have everything in life, your life is still limited. So going forward, we'll see how to deal with this voice. So the first thing is you have to recognize that there is a voice within. Anybody who still not recognize their voice, please let me know. Everybody recognizes their voice? Serious? Okay, something is accumulating. So once you recognize the voice, realize that this voice has no intrinsic truth. This thing came only to help you in the beginning, so that when there is no one for you, this voice this is again a memory imprint, okay? It's not a, it's just a word that is animating in your mind, which says, do like this, do like that, only to protect you from the pain and the pleasure. That's how the body is designed to be. So realize that there is no intrinsic truth. You got to go back to your past and really clean out and try to see your present now. So once you realize that there is no intrinsic truth, you have the choice not to follow whatever it says, because the voice generally says, hey, don't do this, oh, stay away kind of thing. So get present to that. Once you get present to that, you will be free to choose something beyond what the voice says. Okay? So that is how you come across. So to conclude my conversation, to my speech, this voice will not die. This voice will die only when you die. The only thing you can do is you can tame this voice and probably make its power lose actually, so that you're always present and you're not listening to that voice. And this can be accomplished by being aware. Probably if people like, I will talk into awareness in the next session. So awareness, accepting and forgiving gives a chance for you to grow big and not sit in the shell of the small little voice. So why me? Because I can silence my voice. Thank you.